Welcome to this week's Yoga ABC series, and the pose for today is triangle, Trikonasana. Some people love it and others hate it. Let's get going. So, stand facing the long end of your mat. I love triangle myself. It's a super kind of enlivening pose. It kind of energizes and it strengthens and stretches. In fact, there's very few places in the body it's not going to get to. So let's start by turning our right toes towards the short end of the mat and our left toes to face the long end of the mat. So the hips are square to the long end. Okay, so we're going to start to strengthen our legs and our back, and we're going to stretch our inner thighs, our hamstrings, our calves, spine, shoulders, chest, and we're going to open our hips as well. What's not to like? Okay, so you're going to turn the right foot to the short end, left foot to the long end, and what we're really looking for here is stability through the legs. So you're going to engage the legs, roll the right thigh out so that the right knee is in line with the big toe and the second toe. Okay, you're going to draw energy up through the legs from the arches of the feet. That's it, lengthen both sides of the waist, draw the belly up and in. And then we're going to put our left hand onto our hip. Let's take our right arm out in front of us, parallel to the ground. And we're just going to press into the feet and then start to take our left hip back, leaning forward, forward, forward. So we're going to keep reaching until we can't reach anymore. And then for this first time, we're going to drop the hand inside the right leg. So the back of the hand we're just going to gently place on the right leg. I might need to move my foot out a little bit more. And I'm going to gently press the back of the hand into the leg to kind of roll my chest to face the long end of the mat. I keep pressing through my feet because it's giving me a sense of lightness in my upper body. Rotating the ribs skywards. Now you can either stay here looking ahead or even looking down at that hand. If you want to, you can then start to lift the left arm up in there, open the hand, and you see shoulder is stacked under shoulder, one long line here. Keep pressing, 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 pull the belly in. So you want to lengthen the side of the neck, and the neck is in line with the spine. And where you look is a matter of choice. So you can be looking down at the floor, you can be looking into the distance, or you could even start to turn your gaze up towards the left fingertips. And as you breathe here, again, pressing into the feet so that you can feel that feeling of lightness in your upper body. So thinking about keeping both legs, sides of the waist long, so we're not slumping, we're lifting, the chest is wide open. So feeling energized, improving our balance and focus, and then engage the core as we lift back up. Ready to do it again on the other side. So they're going to offer you a variation on the other side, so this might help a little bit. We're going to use a block. I happen to have one handy here. Okay, so we're going to turn our right toes forward now, left toes facing the front of the mat. Again, we're going to turn the left thigh out, knee in line with the big toe. Draw energy up for the arch of the feet, press the thighs together, so kind of zip everything up towards the midline of the body. Let's put our right hand on our hip, press down for the feet lift tall. Block in the hand, and we're going to take the right hip back as we lean forward. Keep leaning, 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 pressing into the feet, getting long here. Now we can either choose to put the block either in front of the left foot or behind the left foot. So just kind of experimenting here with what feels good for your body. I'm going to put mine in front. I'm going to rest my fingertips lightly on the block. Lift the chest, roll the right shoulder open, lengthen both sides of the waist. And then think about lifting that right arm, and again, see the right shoulder stacked over the left. Lift up through the side of the body, almost kind of creating a rainbow with the right side of your waist. Reach forward to the crown of the head. And again, you decide where you hold your gaze. I'm looking at you, but now I'm going to look up at my right thumb. And Trikonasana, triangle, also stimulates our abdominal organs. Okay, and to come out, you're just going to press it into the feet as you engage your belly and lift back up. Okay, so you can use a block. Other things to watch out for, again, if it feels too, let's do it back around the other side. So right toes towards the short end, left toes facing forward, hips square to the front. You can always put a little bend in the front knee as well. So let's have another go, left hand on the hip, bump the hip back, lean forward, put a little bend in that knee, and then reach, and then just bring the hand down gently inside that leg. Roll the left shoulder open. And another option you have to lighten the pose a little bit, to modify, is you could take the left hand, rather than taking it up into the air, you could just rest it on your sacrum and just consciously roll that shoulder open. Taking a couple of breaths here. So focusing your mind on the breath. And then we're going to press back up to stand. And that, my friends, was triangle. Happy practice.